Hi, I'm Kanchan.
And I'm Clarissa.
And this is the
BAB Podcast. Thank you for tuning into the BAB Podcast, where we explore intergenerational and cross-cultural perspectives on varying topics. Today's theme is Summer Boredom. Episode 2. Welcome to the BAB Podcast, where we answer anonymous questions from teens in our community and hear elderly perspectives on the topic.
Whether you're 16 or 67, your experiences are worth sharing and listening to.
So, with that said, let's get into today's question. Okay, today's question comes from a listener that said,
I'm back from my only summer trip and now I'm just stuck at home. I've run out of TV shows, TikTok is giving me a headache, and I've taken way too many naps.
Oh yeah, my summer naps are going insane this year. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even gotten a single mosquito bite yet, so that probably speaks for how little I go outside. But I can promise that I'm not just cooped in my room, okay? But yeah, going on vacation or even the time frame where you're anticipating it, I feel like is the peak of summer, and then you get home, run out of things to do, and then you start bumming it out, and now it's like, now
Sure,
what?
you're definitely not hiding out in your room.
Okay, let's act like you aren't either.
Okay, fine. If I'm being honest, so am I. But what else am I supposed to look forward to? School?
Oh my god, please no. All these back to school TikToks are only contributing to how mundane the summer is. And this is really unrelated, but in New York, where we live, school starts a lot later than other states. So seeing all these TikToks when I'm barely a month into break makes me want to cry.
Thankfully, I don't see those TikToks on my For You page. But yeah, school is not something I want to be thinking about when break basically just started for us. But I think we should call in our guest for today's episode, Miss G, to help us out with this summertime boredom dilemma. She grew up in Queens, New York, long before cell phones even existed.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. We need your expertise. When you were a kid during those long summers with zero plans, what did you do all day?
Well, I can tell you we didn't have cell phones to use like you kids. I remember going to the library a lot, but I don't know if many kids these days do that. We used to read tons of books, so I would tell kids nowadays to put the phones down and take a trip to the local library.
That's actually great advice. We should really put our library cards to use.
Another thing my friends and I did was get a job. I remember my first job was at a local Indian supermarket. It really connected me to my culture because I had to speak in Punjabi to my Punjabi customers, which really improved my speaking skills. I also built friendships with people from my culture and earned a little pocket money on the side.
Okay, I'll definitely look into filling out some job applications. A goal I always make during the summer is to become more in touch with my culture and improve in speaking Chinese. So it's great to know a paycheck isn't the only thing that comes out of a job.
That's a great idea. Lastly, the most simple thing, but also the most memorable, was going on walks with my mom. No distractions, we had genuine conversations. You kids should take out your headphones, put your phones down, and go for a walk around the block. Be mindful and say hello to your neighbors.
Oh, that's such a good way to cure your boredom and get your steps in. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, I think that was such good advice. I think yes, we, should try leaving the unemployed life behind.
For the record, we both are employed. But yeah, I'm gonna finally put my phone to rest for a little while. And recently, I've been going out on walks with my mom around my neighborhood, and it really does help to boost my mood so much.
It's about time you put down that phone. To be fair though, I remember back in ninth grade when I had nothing better to do. My screen time genuinely used to reach astronomical hours. Like, there were actual levels to that.
Okay, unemployment, but same, I really needed to touch some grass back then. Anyways, I think the fact that Miss G's childhood activities still apply to us today really spotlights how people of different generations are still interconnected, even though we have a new age of technology.
Especially when she talked about speaking Punjabi at the supermarket. It just made me realize that being bored is really just an opportunity to try something new. Seeing how she turned a slow summer into something meaningful just by showing up for her neighborhood is so cool. I'm honestly jealous of her.
Yeah, I'll definitely be taking her advice, and she's honestly so inspirational. It's comforting to know that boredom has always been a part of life, and the solution really hasn't changed that much. We just have to put our phones down and enjoy the world around us.
Oh, and I also have another way to fight against boredom this summer.
Well, what is it?
Interacting with senior citizens. Honestly, some of the most entertaining parts of my summer have come from interacting with seniors. They always have so many incredible perspectives and things to say. Case A Miss G. And I'm sure they get bored sometimes too. So having conversations with them is kind of the perfect solution. It cures boredom on both sides. So we're basically killing two birds with one stone. And I think that leads to today's words of wisdom. We have an exclusive piece of advice from Miss G today that wasn't featured in today's interview segment.
The quote is, "You don't need a special occasion to start living your life. Being bored sometimes is a privilege. It means you have the freedom to explore and create your own meaning."
We spend so much time wishing away the boring parts of summer, but I think we should take time to recognize that being bored is a privilege, even as annoying as it seems. It means that you have the time, safety, and the freedom to figure out what you enjoy, and that isn't really a luxury everybody can afford. And those ordinary days might not seem exciting now, but they're the moments that can end up shaping who you become.
Exactly. I think adapting a mentality where we ask, what can I do with the time that I have, instead of, I have nothing to look forward to, is so important. It's so easy to wish away the boring parts of summer, but those days are things that don't always exist for other people. So let's be grateful and not rush through the in between stuff, because those are the moments that could really build your life.
Well, I think that should wrap it up for today.
If you have a question that you'd like us to discuss, submit it anonymously through our Google form linked below.
Thank you. CK78 out.